Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you're all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to GTA 5. Now again, I know it's another video where I'm not doing the new GTA Online cars. I know every other GTA 5 YouTuber is probably doing them. I'm still waiting for those mods to come out for single player. I'm still waiting for the script token stuff like that to update so I can spawn them in single player instead of online. So until then, I'm still checking out a few different mods, and this is one that caught my eye very recently, and I decided that I was going to do just an entire video on this one car, and that is because I feel like this car is what I would consider the gold standard of car mods. And what I mean by that is it's an interesting car, it's very well detailed, and it has some tuning parts with it. I know that there's a bunch of other cars like this, but I think the reason why this stood out to me is just because it's a very... It's a unique and interesting car that you don't really see much of, and especially you wouldn't really see in San Andreas anyway. So, looking around the interior, if you can't already guess, maybe you're not really familiar with these cars, it is this. The Lada 2108. It's actually, it says the Lada Sputnik on that badge right there, Sputnik 1300. I think it's called the Lada Samara in my part of the world, but I don't know. I'm always a bit confused with these Ladas because I'm never entirely correct with the names, but I'm pretty sure this is a Lada Samara. And it's just a really cool little car. And the other thing is, not only is it very nicely made, it's got some nice high quality details to it, but it also has some modifications as well. So I'm going to be making one or two different versions of this car. But first of all, we're going to be looking around the car and just looking at what it's like in its standard form. But before all of that, there's going to be some comments and questions on the screen. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comments section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below if you're interested in, well, also because YouTube doesn't actually let people know all the time when I upload videos, it's a good way to follow when I upload a video, because you can just check my Twitter out and you'll see if I've posted about a new video. Or maybe you're just interested in me linking music videos and stuff like that, or whatever else I seem to post on my Twitter. And also, quickly, I just want to quickly note, my channel is sponsored by Loot Crate. I don't really mention this enough, but it is a sponsor of the channel, and it really sort of helps to keep the channel afloat. And if you guys want to, like, pick up a Loot Crate or something like that, now is a really good time, because I've just been given a code where you can get 25% off. Normally, my codes give you 10% off, but I've been given a code that works for the month of December that will give you 25% off your Loot Crate. So if you want to get a cheap introduction, maybe you can't think of another Christmas present you're after, go to lootcrate.com/Figureight and put that code in. I'm going to put it on the screen right now. It's a code where you can get 25% off. Just put that in when you go to purchase and you'll get a nice little discount. And it will also be helping the channel out if you follow the link, which will be in the description below. lootcrate.com/Figureight. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of intros. That's enough of talking. Let's get into this absolutely beautiful car. And I've been driving around, and actually, that was perfect timing. I was about to say I didn't find anywhere, but right at the final moment, I found a nice little car park for us to pull up in. Right, so to start off with, let me just go into this nice little mode. I still haven't figured out how I can make this camera move slowly, so you might have to bear with me if the camera movement is a bit horrible. But here we go. This is the back end. It's got some nice quality textures for the lights. It's all very well modeled. You can't really see the polys as well, which is a really nice thing. It's all very smooth, well built, very nice. Got the nice detailed Lada badges there. Nice detailed Sputnik 1300. And the number plate as well fits in nicely. It's even got, look at that, even the key lock, even with the key thing, just perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Down here, all looking very nice. Got a little tow hook thing there. God, look at the detail. It's lovely. There's the underneath, like that. See, now this mod is great. I'm going to put a link in the description, by the way. We can get this camera mod as well. It's fantastic for looking at these things, because we can never really appreciate the details until we can look this close up. There we go, there's the lights, got some yellow fogs underneath there, which I believe are extras. I think we can actually take those on and off, but I'm not entirely sure. And then, oh look, oh my god, it even has this writing on the window. How about that for detail? Then in here, nice little interior. There we go, there's a dashboard, all beautifully detailed as well. Nice texture on the thing. Actually, this is the same sort of like detail and texture as city car driving, I would say. That's really nice. This is really Really nice. There's all the dials and everything looking great. And they do, if I just pop back in here and go into this view, as you can see, if I start moving, it actually works as a speedometer. And it also has the light that comes up for the handbrake and everything else like that. So it's all properly made. It's just everything is working and it's fantastic. Let's take a quick look as well in the engine bay and also in the trunk, or the boot, however you want to call it. So there's the boot. Not much going on there. It's got the parcel shelf and there's a little, see, look, they've even got a little detail of the carpet inside there. Really, really nice. And then onto the engine. Oh, look at that! Even this is in 3D, and hang on, the engine is even wobbling. How about that? This is beautifully detailed. It's even got the VIN plate. Oh, fantastic. It's even got the plate with the number and everything. Actually, is that called the VIN plate, or is the VIN normally somewhere else? It's definitely one of the plates. I think a VIN plate was also somewhere around here. Or maybe it wasn't on the largest. Maybe that was VIN plate and everything. But that is an amazing detail. Absolutely wonderful. So now we've looked for all these details. It's time to take this over to Los Santos Customs and see what we can do with it. Okay, here we are. So I'm going to do a couple of different versions because I'm really in love with this beige and I really want to make something that's beige. So let's just go for this. So we've got the bumpers. So we have this front bumper. It's just a little bit of a, well, actually it's a big lip. I think we'll do that for the second version. There we go. There's another lip version. I'm actually feeling sort of like just slamming this in its current style and just stick some nice wheels on it and seeing how that looks. But let's just have a quick look through everything first. So there we go. Stick our brakes and our engine upgrades on. Exhaust, we have the stock, we have the dual, we have the big bore with the flame-kissed tip, and then we have a very nice looking race exhaust. Actually very nice and clean. Nothing too scrappy, nothing too crazy and outlandish. All of these exhausts could easily be added to a car like this, even though I think these exhausts would probably not exactly help the engine. Actually, that would probably make it worse. Yeah. So I'm going to just go with the standard race exhaust on this one. Mind you, that is a bit too much, isn't it? So I'm going to keep the stock exhaust and then do a fancy one for the next one. On the hood, we have the stock. We have one with a little vent, and then we have another one with a larger vent as well. Actually, now if we're going to do two different versions, I'm going to keep this stock. I'm going to keep that stock. Just because I want to make this sort of like a slow, cool, low version, if you catch my drift. Plates, well, I quite like how they look in black. Blue also looks great. We'll keep it in black. Respray, I don't want to touch it, but I'm curious to see what the secondary color is. Ah! Aha! It's the bump. Oh, okay. It's the bumpers. Now, I could actually make this brown, and that would be very reminiscent of my first ever car, my old Volkswagen Golf, because I did at one stage have brown bumpers and beige paint. That was sort of the in thing in those days. Look at that. Look, we could actually have the bison brown. Oh, come on. That looks like a dealer option. That looks like a specialist dealer option or something like that. I'm going to do it. Or maybe the Feltzer brown is much closer to the brown that my car had than bison brown. I think that brown would have probably been a bit better. Mine was more like Feltzer brown. Oh, fantastic. Maybe Beechwood actually was quite similar to what I had on my car. I'm thinking, actually, let's go for the Beechwood. Like that. There we go. Or we can make it actually a matte one so it can look like a brown bumper. Or do we not have a brown selection? We don't have a brown selection. We've only got dark earth. Oh, that's a massive shame. I wish we had more of those. Well, we'll just stick with the shiny brown bumpers then. I don't know. It looks like a special sort of dealer option. Roll cage. It does actually have, well, not a roll cage as much, but it does have upgraded seats, which I'm, as far as I'm aware, taken from the Sultan RS, which is good as well. It just takes things that GTA have already added in, Rockstar have already added in, so, you know, the details there, the quality's there. You know, it's a good idea if you ever do these sort of things. And then on the roof, we have the stock roof. Then we have a small roof rack with a BMX. And then we have a large roof rack with, is that a trials bike? It's a mountain bike of some sort. Whatever it is, we now have the option to have a bike on the roof. Pretty cool. Actually, let's make this some sort of like retro hipster sort of car, because I'm going to slam this down in a minute. So I'm actually going to put that BMX on top for this one, for the theme of this one. There's the custom skirts, which aren't really going to match this one, but I'm sure we'll use those in a minute. Spoilers, we have none. we have, oh, just a nice little ducktail spoiler. Actually, it's not a ducktail. It does actually have a gap underneath. Okay, it's just a nice little spoiler. Then we have that one, which is a bit more out there. And wow, rear louvers. Okay, that is cool. That I'm a huge fan of rear louvers. I would say, though, it would have been nice if we had another option so we could have had a secondary colour one. Because I could have made that also brown/matte black if I was doing a different one. But that's great. Oh, it also debadges it as well. I just noticed. Should we go for that? Let's go for the rear louvers just to sort of mix this up a little bit. This is going to be a really weird, strange, retro slammed car, but maybe some of you guys will be into it. Let's slam the suspension. We'll definitely be using menu slam it for this one because that is not low enough. Turbo, we're going to leave all that. We're going to keep all that stock for the theme of this one. And then wheels. What have we got for tuner? I think these might be a bit too small. Now, actually, I reckon if we slam this down, those wheels would probably fit in. So maybe we can find something. See, look at that. See, they're sort of like retro wheels. Something that someone might put on one of these if they're going for a retro style. Or these. Ooh. It's tempting. Actually, I just thought, if we go to lowrider, should we get some smoothies on this thing? Maybe that will... Oh, come on. That is retro. You know, I know I've done it before. I just can't help myself. In red, with the chrome caps. Please tell me there's... there's white walls as well. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, beautiful. And windows, we could even have a light smoke. Let's do it. Oh, this is fantastic. I know you guys are probably thinking, Lex, what are you doing? It's awful. But I think this is bloody great. As an idea, as a sort of the theme, I think that this is outlandish and crazy. If this was sort of like 10 years ago on the Volkswagen scene, I have seen many cars very much like this style in real life. That's all I'm saying right now. So let's just go to vehicle options, let's go to slam it, and let's just go right down to the apple bottom jeans. Oh, okay, actually there is a slight glitch through on what it looks like a suspension part. If we go up a bit, how far do we have to go up before that goes? Ooh, see, even that's too high. That's too high. It's that we want it. See, that's an alright slam. It's even actually given us a bit of camber as well with that slam. That can sort of do, but if only we could get rid of those bits that are actually intersecting, but I think we're going to maybe ignore it just for the lowness of this. Look at that. Look at that. Let's just actually jump out of this and go to this view. And if I do this, yeah, look at that. See, look, this is great because we can actually have it like the video editor, but like in-game. I mean, the bouncing and stuff looks horrible, but look at that. That's fantastic. Apart from the wobble and the bit sticking out of the wheels, but wow. Amazing. Now, I just want to check quickly before we do our final version of this. If we go to menus, customs, and we go to the... Oh, there's livery. Oh, what's the livery one? Oh, there's only one livery. Okay, that might just be a thing. Extras is... Yes, that is the yellow lights. And actually, the yellow lights suit this one, so I'm going to keep those on there. But I think I'll turn those off for the next one. But there we go. There is version 1. Oh, that is fantastic. Look at that. I love how Slam It makes it so solid, because it's pulling it to the ground, and all the bouncing and stuff makes it actually look like a slammed car because of all the bouncing and the instability. It's amazing. I love this mod. I think it's fantastic. But let's stop admiring this because we've got one more car to do. And also, before we go in, I just want to go to vehicle options, menus, customs, and go to those extras and get rid of those lights. There we go, because I don't think we'll be needing those for this version. Right, here we go. Actually, thinking about it, knowing that had the liveries option, I do wonder if anyone has made an extra livery for this. Because I wanted to make this like a proper Slavmobile, like Adidas stripes or something going up it. Let's actually try and make this into a race car now. So let's just go for race brakes, front bumper. Let's go for the body kitted one. Let's go for the rear bumper. Stick the kit on. It's just a nice little bit on the bottom, but oh well. Engine, level 4, exhaust. We want to go... Ooh. That was a nice little blip there. Let's go for that nice big race exhaust because that looks nice, clean and cool. Nice straight cut tip on there. On the hood, let's go for the Ram air hood this time so we can get as much air into that wheezing little 1300cc carburetor. In fact, actually, we can just assume that we've had an engine change. Let's just not look in the bonnet, under the bonnet, because we'll know the truth. Plates, well, it does actually look quite weird with the white ones, but I'm going to go with the classic style white ones, just to be different. We'll leave respray to last. Roll cage, let's put those racing seats in there. Roof, we won't bother with those for this one. Skirts, there's our custom skirts. Spoiler, we want to go for this one right here, the color-coded wing. Oh my god, this looks ridiculous. This looks so stupid. Actually, this would look... This, just with the kit and keeping those hubcaps, that car exists. There has to be a beige Samara with a kit that looks exactly like this, with those standard ride height and those wheel trims. It has to exist somewhere in the world. I know it does. We could go for the louvers again, but let's just go for that with all the badges. It would have been nice if we could have had the badges and the louvers, actually. It would have been, because I'm not really a fan of debadging. But oh well. Suspension. Let's land that down. And then we go to transmission. Race transmission. Turbo tuning. I might change the sound of the engine in a minute, just so we can make it sound like it's had a bit of an engine change. Because I don't think it's going to be sounding very impressive. Windows, well, I don't think we really want tinted windows with a race car, so I'm not going to be doing that. And we just need to find some sport wheels that are going to match. There we go, something like the organic Type O, or something, maybe the Endo. I always go for Endo, they're just a nice looking wheel. But they are suitable for racing, so I guess they could be the race wheels? Or we can go for one of these ones down here, but I'm thinking, oh actually maybe the Endo V2? The Endo V2 is looking good. I'm going to go for that then. Or we could have gone for the tuner wheels or something like that. But yeah, actually that was no, I'm not entirely sure. Not really sold on the wheels for this. All looks a bit odd. I think I might use Slam it again in a minute. Wheel colour, well, we'll go for something like anthracite black on this one. And tyres is going to have the writing on it. But nah, I'm not going to push it that far. Right, so to end it then, respray. What should we go for? Something, just a nice simple colour. Oh, see, it is bleached. It's called bleached brown. That's beige. That's definitely a very bleached brown. That's actually quite hard to say. Bleached brown, bleached brown, bleached brown, bleached brown, bleached brown, bleached. Quite hard to say that. Yeah, bleached brown. It's so bleached, it's not actually brown anymore. What colour could I do this? I quite like that dark blue. That's quite a nice colour. So I'm going to go for dark blue. And then on the secondary colour, well, what I could do is... Oh, look at that. That is like... I've got to say, I am a fan of plastic black bumpers. I know some people just like... It's the first thing they want to do is like colour code their bumpers. I'm a big fan of plastic bumpers. I'm not entirely against this look. I've just got to put this out there. But I think I might try going to classic and seeing if we can't just match all the colours up on this thing. But actually, it doesn't look that bad, I've got to say. There we go. So what do we have? Dark blue. There we go. Dark blue. It's not that bad. Or maybe we can go for a silver and black look, actually. Let's try that out. Let's go for the metals colour. Let's go for the primary colour first. Go to metals or something like that. Oh my god, that's so bright. Brushed black steel or something like that. Or maybe we'll go for the brushed aluminium, then black steel on the bottom. Let's see how that looks. Again, that could actually be sort of like a race car. I mean, it is a bit shiny because I am using the metallic colours. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That's sort of 80s. It's two-tone, almost, sort of, kind of. I know you guys are probably thinking it was better in blue. But this is different. We haven't done a car like this before. And that's why I've decided to pick it. And there we have our racing Lada Samara. Let's just go for Slam It then. One last time. But I'm not going to do it properly all the way down. That's a lift one. That's tiptoeing. There we go. Got the crabs. It's got a bit of a drop. In fact, let's just go for off so we can see the difference. Look, there's a nice difference there. Got the crabs. It's almost glitching in with that suspension bit underneath, which is a shame that that bit's there. But that's a nice little drop. That's looking pretty cool as a sports car. And it definitely doesn't sound right. I reckon we could probably change the engine sound here. So how about we go for... I know it's been done and it's super obvious, but let's try and make it sound like the Sultan RS. Oh my god. Okay, that is amazing. That actually really fits it. Oh, look at... Oh dear. I think I might have... Okay, I've already damaged. Already need to repair. There we go. Fixed. I'm in love with this. Oh, I'm in love with it. Fantastic. I love this car. I love this mod. If anyone knows of any other boxy 80s cars that are well made, well detailed, and have mods like this, please let me know in the comment section below, or please link me on Twitter, because I would 100% do a video on it. Who wouldn't? I'm in love with this thing. It's fun. I know some of you probably, actually, if you hate it, I would, in fact, you probably already have told me, but I would love to know your views. Which one do you prefer? The stock beige one, as it was, this one, or the classic retro beige one that we did before? I would love for you guys to let me know in the comment section. Or maybe you would have gone for the blue on this car, but actually, I'm really sold on these two colours. I think it looks fantastic. I'm in love with this car, seriously. I just love it so much. But there we go. That is it. Thank you all very much for watching. Again, if you are interested in Loot Crate, there will be links in the description below where you can go and get Loot Crate and check it out. And I'll put a code on the screen right now. Put that code in at the till and you can get 25% off. I've never seen them do a discount that big. Fantastic deal. Go and grab it. Loot Crates are great. I do actually have some Loot Crate unboxing videos to do. If any of you are interested in seeing that, let me know as well. We'll be doing them anyway, but let me know. I might do like a video of opening like 6 months in one go or something like that. Maybe you guys would be interested in something like that, because I've got a lot of Loot Crates to open. I haven't been opening. So there we go, guys. That's it. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this fantastic mod, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.